Hello, and welcome back to our Benjamin Franklin Civilization VII scientific playthrough. This is your host, Scott Venom, and the last episode we did transition to the modern age with the Prussian Empire, and we did a little bit of exploring, and we dispersed a couple of independent powers. We're going to start moving our units into our major towns and cities to protect them, and we're going to gear up for a war. So as of right now, we have neutral relationships with Shepsut, Jose, and Xerxes, hostile relationships with Confucius, unfriendly relationships with Catherine the Great. We have their alliance with Armenia, and we have an unfriendly relationship with Ahsoka. So at the minute, Confucius is looking like the most likely person that we're going to go to war against. But we do have our units here bordering Jose's towns and cities just because of how Jose did us dirty in the last age of the game. We had good relationships with him, and then he just randomly declared war on us. So we're looking to get some revenge in this age. We do have quite powerful army commanders here. They do need a little bit more reinforcements, so probably not in our best interest to go to war just yet, but a war is coming, whether it be with Jose or Confucius. Confucius is not too big of a worry because of our naval strength. Confucius does have this island that should be relatively easy to take with our powerful navy. And then looks like his other major towns and cities are mostly inland. Beijing is a little bit inland, but we can at least do some naval raids over here. And I'm sure he does have at least one other town or city on this coast. But let's keep it pushing. Get our scout away from that hostile independent power. I know the last episode wasn't the most exciting episode in the world, with that age transition coming from the war in the previous age. This one probably isn't going to be the most exciting in the world either. Just as we continue building our military strength. Yeah, we need an explorer for these ruins. And we're pushing towards our... Oh no, what happened? I took the journal away. Give it back. Here we go. As we continue towards our legacy paths of Space Race and Railroad Tycoon, we can grow the town of Valladolid. Let's go. So we got 29 food, 22 production. So we're going to be looking at production. Didn't mean to click that, but never mind. I was trying to move around and accidentally hit the tile. I guess let's grab that for the plus 10 culture. Town focus is available here. I kind of been neglecting our town, so we have a grocer we could throw in. Cargo port for Valladolid. Does that connect it to our trade empire? No. And that's enough. We don't have enough gold in our treasury now, but we are making 500 a turn, so settlement's not connected to your empire's trade network, so we're going to have to put a cargo port probably in Barcelona. A river has flooded down here in Catherine the Great's empire. So she gets for being a snake.
Technology puts to nature the unreasonable demand that it supply power which can be extracted and stored.
So we got a civic. Let's get this natural history so we can start with our explorers. Since we do have a couple of ruins to be explored in our empire. What is that? A wilderness. Got this ironworks 9-3-9-3. I need to cut that out. I could just keep hitting. Discover a new continent. Explorers naming it Gondwana. What a ridiculous name. Let's hail up a scout right there, though. Grow town of Barcelona. So Barcelona is 43-38, so production is on the agenda here. I'm gonna try not to accidentally hit stuff. Town focus, not enough for a cargo port still, so let's leave that there for now. Xerxes is trying so hard to get his empire back. Guess we could start putting that healed one in that commander that has some space. So not too much happening in between turns here. We do have a little bit of a wait for buildings in our empire. We go to the town of Zaragoza, so 38-32, so production is on the agenda here, so let's grab that, and then we'll grab that one next if productions is still needed. We've got enough to get a cargo port, so let's grab a cargo port in Barcelona. Okay, so we still need factories even though we have cargo ports.
The face of a city changes faster than a human heart.
The dandy horse, something called a dandy horse, seems to be all the rage in Berlin. A mechanical riding horse with wheels, handles, and a wooden plank for a seat. One propels it with one's feet, and its inventor claims it is capable of a speedy 10 miles an hour. A few injuries have occurred, of course. So ban the infernal things plus a 3% production on a department store, or fix the road plus 3% happiness. I think it fix the road. So we can get +2 science, culture, +10 happiness there, but I think the ironworks is going to be next on our agenda just because it's ageless. And then let's grab the military academy here to keep pushing our science output. 372, so we are catching Confucius up. Just taking a little bit to get us there. Jose has joined communism. Open markets hatching has completed with Amina. Now we've got some specialists, so we can afford to set a specialist in our empire. So I think because we're prioritizing sciences plus 5.5% science is the best option. So let's throw a specialist there. And we can grow our town 4639. So let's prioritize production. So we've got 4, 1, or 5 here. Let's get that. Town focus is available. So we get the grocer, spend the gold in Baghdad. Time for sale. At a private auction of antique timepieces, a hush falls over the crowd as a particularly eye-catching item is unveiled. A pendant watch with red gemstone inlay and an ivory cameo. Then began the murmurings. Lovely piece, but its provenance is unknown. The watch is a must-have. More credible lots are on offer. The watch is a must-have. It sounds like a cool watch. There's sometimes no sure sign of human civilization in the settlement ravaged by war. Whatever the conflict, the Abbasid soldiers of the exploration age were here, whether victorious or not. Let's claim the artifact. A well-preserved incarnation bowl survives to tell the story of the Abbasid people. Another volcano eruption, pretty deadly. Amina wants another open market, so I am happy to support that to boost our gold even more. I just realized as we take a sip of our water, we can steal technology from Confucius. Since we have the influence to do that and we already have a negative relationship, why not? Okay, let's grab a military academy. 8-3 is going to be our biggest. And we don't have a factory in Berlin, so there's no resources to assign there. I do want to keep one caresser out, just in case something pops off with an independent power or in a war. I have that easy access to a highly mobile unit. Can I just automate explore? Yes. Oh no, the Cepheid River is flooded straight through our kiln. Let's repair it. Blame Xerxes for settling his capital city right next to a floodplain. So let's throw him with fortifications there. I think in these border towns, I do want to build defensive resources if we even can on towns. Choose Celebration Science again, and we will grab that for our distant lands. Marking time. Marking time. Many claim to be the true and rightful owner of a mysterious antique pendant watch with glittering red gems. One of the claimants submits some compelling evidence. Could a certain etching in the metal in fact be a maker's mark? So defend the established provenance artifact pendant watch for -56, or give the watch to the claimant plus 450 influence. This is my watch now. Look at me. I'm the captain now. No. Throw it up there. So many volcano eruptions. Okay, Q-Town has a growth opportunity, so we'll make it 3347. So food is on the agenda here. So this one with +6 food is going to be our best option. And let's grab Q-Town a grocer as well. I think if I had my...
So readily do people adapt themselves to the marvelous contrivances which modern inventive ingenuity has devised.
I think if I had a choice, I would... I'm like not going to go to war until I've unlocked flight. As of now, anyway. That could change. But as of now, I don't think I'm going to go to war until I unlock flight. Where's the nearest? Okay, up here. Just because using bombers and aerial dominance is a really fast way to destroy settlements, especially ones that aren't on my level in terms of science output. Which is basically everybody but Confucius. And even then, I don't think Confucius would really be able to do too much against a strong navy and strong air force. So, Wat Cabno... Is Wat Cabno not a city? Let's convert it to a city. So, 51,101. Could definitely afford the city conversion here. +3 science is the most. Looks like it's going to be a 322 everywhere, unless I'm missing something. So let's go down here. To 2-8, so let's throw the department store up there. And then Wat Cabno can grab a grocer here, 11-3. Sometimes no sure sign of human civilization in a settlement ravaged by war. Spanish soldiers on the exploration age will hear whether victorious or not. So we grab another artifact in our civilization. We have no other resources to add since we haven't really done any trades. We probably do need to start getting merchants. Flight is coming up in 14 turns. Three dreadnoughts there. It's a pretty powerful naval commander. Or fleet commander. And we've got three dreadnoughts there as well. Make sure he goes back into the open ocean. Catherine has joined fascism. Valladolid has another growth, so 38.25, so production on the agenda once again. So 3-1. We've got 5 production, 3 happiness there, so let's grab that. And we don't really have the gold to do much of anything there. Fleet commander can sleep in the middle of the ocean. Probably don't need 2 ship the line up here. So let's upgrade this one to a dreadnought, and then let's move him into that fleet commander. So gender Xerxes went from hostile to unfriendly. Let's grab some merchants just to get more resources in our empire. $13.3 is going to be the highest. Relationship with Xerxes changed to neutral because of that merchant. We don't have any resources because all the ones we gained were factory resources. Taikal some growth, 38.35, so we're going to be prioritizing production once again, so let's grab this last one on the edge right there. $229 is going to be the best one that doesn't involve destroying an urban district. Grocer. And then an ironworks in Taikal. We've got a city resource plus 6 production. So let's see who needs 87. None of these are all towns. So Watt Cabinet definitely doesn't need production. Berlin is the lowest with an available resource slot. Confucius joined communism. I don't understand why it keeps popping up with our resource thing. You can go to Gao. That ships it. Bonus +4 happiness, +4 production, and +4 food production and happiness production. So, White Cabinet needs the food and then happiness. That has a spare 43.25. White Cabinet needs the happiness as well. Xerxes, I swear, if Xerxes settles in this plot of land right here, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Okay, this is Xerxes' trade caravan, thank goodness. The Dreadnought's made it over to his fleet commander. As I hit my knee on the table. Another celebration, so 20% science, and we'll get the last policy that we need. So science update 405, Confucius is blasting out into the lead with 559. How is his settlement? He's only got 17. Oh man. Let's go to the schoolhouse. We'll try and catch back up to Confucius. Oh, can I unlock explorers now? Have I done that yet? No, not yet, I don't think. I have not, but we do have this Oxford University right here. Let's get the Opera House here. And then let's queue Oxford University up. Let's not get the Opera House here. Let's get the Oxford University. Destroy the woodcutter, I guess. And then let's replace the woodcutter. To expand the town of Barcelona, so 4642. So once again, production is on the agenda. Town focus available, so we will ensure Barcelona has a grocer.
Cross the sea like a bird. The sound of...
Is there a railroad? Okay, so we have unlocked flight. So for our legacy path, build an aerodrome, complete the transatlantic flight project. And for the legacy path railroad tycoon, we need industrialization. So let's focus on that next. Open markets with Amina has ended. So this has been a pretty big episode in terms of our legacy path for the space race. We moved on to the second point of the legacy path, and we started work on Railroad Tycoon 1. So we're going to end our turn, and then we're probably going to end the episode here as well. Even though it's been more of a quiet episode once again, there's not really too much going on in these later episodes. It has been a big one in terms of our conquest. Amina wants another open market, so I'm happy to continue supporting that open markets with Amina. It has been a pretty big one in terms of our standing as an empire here. Well, we can move him into our territory for upgrades, so let's do that. Do I have upgrades on these ones over here as well while we're thinking about it? Yes. No upgrades on that, though. Just upgraded to a land ship. I believe you have an upgrade also. So it has been a pretty big one in terms of our progress towards our legacy path, but I really appreciate everyone tuning in. This has been Scott Venom. I'll see everyone in the next episode.